Welcome to a new video. I am back on the bank, and today I'm on a day to get mission. I have got 3 hours to try and see if I can catch a fish. Very short window, but I've come up to a local day ticket lake. It's got a nice head of fish in it, some absolute lovely scaly bangers in here. So fingers crossed we can put one in the net, but I should probably crack on with the fishing, get some rods out, because I really haven't got long, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of an ask, I think, to get a bite in such a short window, but we'll see if we can make it happen. So let's get some rods out, let's get fishing, and let's see if we can catch a fish. Right, I just wanted to cut in here and just tell you about the competition we're currently running. So you can win a 24 hours fishing paid for by ourselves on the bank with us. You're going to get bait supplied, you're going to get some extra bits and bobs to go home with from ProLogic. So it's a wicked little giveaway, and it's just something to say thank you to you guys, because we've finally gone over 8,000 subscribers. So we thought, what better way to say thank you than to actually take one of you guys fishing and obviously get to meet us, get to sort of star in a video and see yourselves on the screen. So hopefully you guys like the idea of that. Now, we've actually been running it for quite a few videos, and if you want a chance of winning and being chosen to come out on a session with us, all you need to do is put "I want to fish with the fishing bloggers" in the comment section below. Now, every video that you watch and that we're running this competition in, if you leave a comment, it gives you an extra entry into the competition. So say we end up doing 10 videos and you leave a comment on all 10 videos, you get 10 entries into that competition. And what we are going to do is pick someone from each video. The people that get picked will go into a pot, and then we'll pull someone out of a pot at random, and they're going to be the one that obviously wins the session. So we think it's a great opportunity. It's already had a lot of interest already, so it looks like you guys like the idea. So if you are interested and you are new to the channel, then remember to subscribe and get yourselves commenting in that comment section below, "I want to fish with the fishing bloggers." Anyway, let's get back to the video and see if I can catch one. Down there is a very confused and confrontational cow. So unfortunately, as I got up to the lake, all the gates were open, and I'm pretty sure that cow has found its way through the gates, walked all the way down the bottom here to the end of the lake, got stuck, and then got confused, not knowing what to do. So I managed to call the farmer, let him know there's a cow down there, and it turns out they're out looking for him, or her I should probably say. So they're going to come and collect her and get her back where she needs to be. But yeah, that's a very confused and a little bit peed off cow, to be honest. So I'm going to keep my distance, and hopefully the farmer will get her back where she needs to be. Anyway, I need to get the rods out. well, the rods are finally out. It's taken about an hour, and the reason for that is I was waiting for the farmer to come and collect the cow. I didn't want to go setting up and having a kit around the swim with a cow sort of stomping around. So yeah, I waited for them to come and collect him, and it took a bit of time, but it is now back with the farmer, probably off to its barn or field, wherever it needs to be. But yeah, just to reiterate, if you go into a lake and there are gates, just shut the gates, because that sort of thing ends up happening. So there's a gate there for a reason, shut it. Anyway, yeah, so the rods are out. I'm actually doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually fishing without leads, which might sound strange, but up here is quite a lot of short range fishing. And what I've done is, instead of using a lead on the leg clip, I've still got the leg clip on there with the weighted tube in that, so it offers a little bit of resistance, but I'm just using it without a lead. And I've basically made up a mesh bag of a decent size of pellet, which gives me enough weight to cast it out, and I'm just letting it all sink down to the bottom, fishing it with quite a slack line, and then I'm not using a bobbin. Obviously the weight of the bobbin could potentially lift the line up, so I'm just fishing it all nice and slack, just with the weight of the tube and then the rig essentially. So it's really, really different, but it's actually something my dad's done a lot in the past and caught fish doing, and I just wanted to see if I could catch anything doing it, just for a bit of a change. You know, you don't know if you don't try things, and although there's very few situations you can probably do it in, but on a little place like this, where obviously you do get quite a lot of people fishing it. It's getting a lot busier now. There's a lot more people fishing in general, especially day tickets. So I just thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, try something different, and see if it produces a result. So anyway, the rods are out. I think it's probably about time to get the kettle on, have a brew, and sit back and just spend a few hours behind the rods, and hopefully we'll have a fish to show you. Right, well, the first coffee of the session then, and it's nice to be sat down with a coffee in hand. I've been watching the water, and I've actually seen a fish show on the far bank, I think, because the sun's warming up that far side, which might have been the better option, but it is what it is. I've only got a very short session, so there's probably not much point in me moving now. But yeah, it's nice to be out anyway. It's a lovely, lovely place, this. Somewhere I used to fish when I was younger, and I used to get dropped off by the parents up here. It's only about 10 or 15 minutes from home. It's probably the closest decent lake to me, really. The fish aren't massive in here. They used to go up to about mid-20s. I don't really know what they do anymore. I'm not quite sure what's in here, but I know it's got a good head of fish still, and there's some absolute scaly fish in here. They've got really nice colours, especially when you're going from autumn to winter. It really brings out the colour in them. Some of them have got like quite orange bellies. They're really, really nice fish. So it would be good to get one for the camera and show you, but who knows. So anyway, the rods are fishing. I'm going to fish a little bit longer than planned, just because that whole cow incident kind of took up a bit of time. But I have got to be off later for a bit of an afternoon with the family, so I haven't got a huge amount of time. I got to about midday basically, so we'll see what happens. But for the time being, I'm going to sit down, enjoy some fresh air, enjoy a coffee, and just watch the world go by, and hopefully one of those rods goes rattling off. Better do, for all the effort and sorting that cow out. Definitely deserve a bite. Right, I've just grabbed a handful of baits. I'm using the bug dumbbells, and I've seen a fish show further out. The only fish I've seen have actually been up this end, which is positive. But what I found in the past is just trickling in a few baits every half hour or so can sometimes bring the fish on the feed, because they hear that sort of plop plop, but the bait's dropping in, and I think it can sort of bring them onto the hook bait. So just putting in a couple more, only a few, and hopefully that produces something. It's definitely looking good at the moment. Been a bit of fish movement, the odd fish showing, they've all been at this end, so it's looking positive. Right, well, not much is happening. I've had a bit of an aborted take on the right hand rod. It sort of pulled up tight, tip bent around, and then it went slack. So there's either a big liner or it might have been an aborted take, I'm not too sure. But a guy's dropped in opposite me, so there's a little bit more pressure up this end now. There's a few more guys turned up as well. I think there's about 10 people fishing now, so it is quite busy. No one seems to be getting anything. I do think we've had a lot of rain this last week, and I think all that water going in has probably cooled the water temperature down quite a lot. You get a lot of the stuff off the fills going into the water as well, which I think probably affects the water quality, probably slows the fish down and switches them off a bit as well. So yeah, I'm making some good excuses for not currently catching anyway, so we'll see. But I'm going to give it another half an hour, hopefully when the rods goes rattling off and we're having fish. But if we don't, it's been nice getting out. It was the only opportunity I had to get out, so I've not been out for a few weeks, so it's been nice to get out and get a bit of fresh air. So what would be nicer though is to round it off with a fish, but we'll see what happens. So we'll give it half an hour. I think I'm going to have another drink, finish that drink, and then pack up. So yeah, come on Carp, let's be having one. Right then, I am back at the van, and if I'm honest, I'm already home. I've forgotten to do an outro, so I'm doing it now. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and just show us some support. If you want to star in a video and come out on a free session with us, then make sure you hit the comment section up with I want to fish with the fishing bloggers. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything. It was a blank. I was using a little bit of a controversial tactic, maybe. Didn't really pay out, did it? But I had a couple of aborted takes. Maybe if I had some leads on there, they might have resulted in fish, but who knows? It is what it is. It is worth giving it a go. I fancied trying it, so it is what it is. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, like I said, make sure you subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, I will see you next Tuesday about 6 o'clock. Get out there, be lucky, enjoy your fishing. See you next week.